Washington, home to renowned franchises present and past, from the Seahawks to the Supersonics, but there is a cornerstone program in this city. It is the Huskies of UW. They've always had a place here, a place of excellence that these fans hope will continue today. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Washington's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams will pass. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Green. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Washington sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Wildcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. From the gun, the running back has it. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Arizona runs out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Slithers into space. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
On first and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a little space. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Williams looking for a man. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Washington! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. They'll go to the ground. Spins away from the defender. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line and a little more room to operate. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? He's got an open man. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They feed him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The option look. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot, and that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. To the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Coleman. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Williams will pass. That's reeled in. It's Green. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Now the play fake. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Arizona runs out the punt team. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Williams looking for a man. Rush is on him. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
The Huskies will line up to kick off and start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Finds his big tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Hunter. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab behind the line. It's Burnett. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After that last completion, it's second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
The give out of the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll do it himself on the draw. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
To the air, it's Fafita. Lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Wildcats. Quick strike through the air for the score.
No doubt who the quarterback was going to on that play. Down close by the goal line. There was only one dude that could make that play, and the quarterback found him.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. They marched 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 15, here's the return. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On third down, going up top. Finds his man. It's Green. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Turning on the Jets. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, this is the point of the game in the fourth quarter where turnovers matter so much. The defense knows if they can just find a way to steal a possession, they're giving themselves an opportunity to win it, and they do it right there. Physical play, you see the speed, and they're able to create the TO.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Coleman. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up 4th.
Washington sends out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Scanning the field, it's Fafita. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll start this drive from the 42. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Washington right back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Boston. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Working that left side now. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Just keep swinging it. Makes the grab. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. The give to the tailback. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Pulls and fires complete. They'll mark it down, and that'll be enough for an Arizona 1st down. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
Back to throw, it's Fafita. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll keep it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Arizona! They take the lead here in overtime.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, they're after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Coleman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Williams will pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?